But first, right now on the WHAS 1119, we are following breaking news still underway in the Portland neighborhood of Louisville. Louisville Metro Police are right now on the scene of a serious incident. So far, they've given us no exact details, but we do know this, that reporters have been kept away from the scene for most of the night. You can see on our map, we're at Bank Street, and the scene is on South 25th Street. Hello, everybody. I'm Doug Proffitt. Let's go to WHAS 1119's Connor Steffen and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie. They are live on Bank Street, also in the Portland neighborhood. And Connor, have police given us any idea of what's going on here, any information?
Doug, they have not. This is still a developing situation in the Portland neighborhood. The last we heard from LMPD was just minutes ago when they gave us the all clear on the scene. As you can see, we're standing about a mile from that scene at Shawnee Baptist Church. So we have yet to have any indication of what is going on near the 400 block of North 25th Street. I'm going to step out of the way. We have the best view we have been able to see from here at the church, which Elijah McKenzie, our photojournalist, is zooming on into right now. If you take a look at your screen, you'll see some brake lights down a neighborhood street. We believe if you look to the left of your screen, about a block or two away is where the actual shooting has taken place. Like we said, we have had no indication here at the church as to what has been going on. It has been a volatile situation up until the last 2 minutes or so, which is when we got the all clear from LMPD to head that way. What we can tell you is police are reporting a critical incident again in the 400 block of North 25th Street. At this time, LMPD hasn't even given us an exact time as to when a media briefing may be possible. We are in the next few minutes going to go ahead and head to that scene over by the 400 block of North 25th Street. If you'll remember though, just last Friday, another critical incident took place when an officer shot a suspect after a traffic stop near Churchill Downs. For us reporters, quite reminiscent the way they corralled us here in this media briefing of that scene. So we are going to go ahead and keep track of this. Like I said, we'll be breaking into the newscast in just a few minutes when we arrive on scene. Doug, you guys should be waiting for that soon.
Okay, Connor, thank you very much. We'll join you again in just a couple of minutes. Yes, that officer-involved shooting last Friday injured a man there right outside near the main gate of Churchill Downs after a traffic stop. So again, breaking news continuing through this newscast. Stay with us. Other news so important tonight, people across East and Southern Jefferson County are stunned after a series of armed carjackings overnight and into early this morning. Metro Police then quickly arrested several juveniles. WHAS 1119's Connor Steffen and photojournalist Aspen Hester earlier tonight were talking to neighbors.
Well, we think this is a great area. This is a lovely neighborhood.
On the quiet Eastwood Street of Brattle Court.
Just never would have expected it to come out this far east.
There are rumblings from neighbors.
It's just really scary to think about.
After police say an armed carjacking took place here in far eastern Jefferson County Wednesday overnight.
It gives us all a reason to be a little bit more vigilant.
This man, who lives down the street from where it happened, asked we don't share his name or show his face.
We just heard that a couple of cars followed another car into the neighborhood, a resident right down the street. They came in and it appeared to be a carjacking.
It was one in a string of armed carjackings taking place Wednesday night into Thursday morning, according to LMPD. Another happening here around Newbridge Place in Fern Creek. Two more a mile down the road near Hames Trace off South Hurstbourne Parkway, catching the attention of a nearby homeowner who wished to remain anonymous. What did you hear last night?
I heard screeching, like I thought they was doing donuts in the parking lot.
So do you believe that was
the carjacking? Now when I looked at the news and I'm like, that's what that noise was.
LMPD made several arrests in connection with the string of carjackings across South and East Louisville, all of them under the age of 18.
It's a sad situation. We live in a day and age these days where you have a lot of youth that don't have guidance.
As a group of young people sit in jail,
it's not that I'm going to be scared, I'll just be more watchful and worried.
Those living in the areas they targeted.
We're just going to have to be stronger advocates for our own personal safety here in the future.
Grow more and more vigilant by the day. Connor Steffen, the WHAS 1119 on your side.
All new right now since 6, we have newly released court documents from the investigation into former Clark County, Indiana Sheriff Jamie Knoll. Knoll's been charged with 15 felonies for theft, public corruption, and ghost employment. New documents show Knoll paid former Scott County, Indiana Sheriff Kenneth Eubanks using the Clark County jail funds. According to the documents, Knoll paid Eubanks consulting fees worth more than $265,000 from 2015 to 2022. A witness also told Indiana State Police that Eubanks declined to take a 1099 tax form related to the payments because then he'd have to pay taxes on them. Knoll's next court appearance, by the way, is scheduled for January 8th of 2024. Louisville Metro Police have now released photographs of the car that they're looking for. They believe hit a young man and then took off right in the highlands of Louisville. It threw that young man right up into the air. The vehicle is a silver or tan Nissan Rogue with a large dent. Take a look at this good clear photo here in the dents in the driver's door and now damage to the hood of the vehicle from the accident. WHAS11 Night Team's Taylor Woods and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie talked to the victim's family tonight. He just got out of the hospital and they are offering a reward to try to find this hit-and-run driver. Taylor, what'd they tell you?
Doug, I talked to Jacob Doherty's parents who are asking the public to come forward and identify the driver of a SUV that hit him. The family says they're grateful to still have Jacob here as he is recovering from bruises and a head injury. And now they're looking for justice.
Just to see him laying there, bloody mess. But he was there.
It was around 1 o'clock this past Saturday morning when Jacob Doherty was leaving a work Christmas party at Flanagan Ale House in the Highlands when he was hit by an SUV that kept going.
Hit the crosswalk. One of his friends and co-workers was in front of him. Another one was behind him.
That put Jacob in the hospital with a head injury and hairline fracture. His family says he was thrown in the air, landing hard on the roadway. Louisville Metro Police are looking for this silver or tannish Nissan Rogue, possibly stolen with no tags on it. It has damage on the hood along with previous damage of a large dent on the driver door.
What I was told, it pulled down a couple blocks and turned on its hazards, and then just kept going.
Now out of the hospital, these are new photos of Jacob at home recovering. Doherty's parents say it's a miracle he is still here just in time for the holidays.
We're truly blessed.
They say his recovery is remarkable and going well. They're offering a $5,000 reward for the arrest and conviction of the suspect.
But still at the same time, we want to find this person that did this and left the scene and left him there.
April Doherty hopes that person turns himself in. She says the love and support shown to Jacob is overwhelming.
It's unbelievable. We are so grateful for the angels around him, the eyewitnesses that ran to his aid and put towels under his head, and the police officers that were immediately on scene.
Now she and her husband are waiting patiently for justice.
And if anyone knows any information about this hit and run on Saturday, contact LMPD with tips at 574-LMPD. In studio, Taylor Woods, WHAS 11 Night Team on your side.
All right, good for the family and the parents to get the word out there. Thank you very much, Taylor. Today, another teenager charged in the murder of 3 people in Louisville is taking the stand against the accused killer, Bryce Rhodes. Rhodes is accused of killing a man, then killing 2 teenagers because they saw the murder and then told their mother. Jacory Taylor was 17 at the time of the murders and is one of the 3 other teenagers who pleaded guilty. He started his testimony today by trying to stay silent, not talking, but the judge reminded him that as part of his plea deal, he agreed to testify against Rhodes. Taylor would then describe what happened on the night of May 21st.
I want you to violate him. I was scared, so I'm like, what you mean? He said it. He's like, I want you to punch him in his chest, and if you hit him in his face, I'm gonna hit you. He had me punching him, and he said, stop. Just as guilty to me there. Couldn't do nothing though. I mean, I was scared. I was scared. I don't know. I just know couldn't really save him.
After today's testimony, the judge said she does not expect this trial to go beyond next week. It has been nearly a year since the city of Louisville announced a new community care campus, and tonight we're finally learning who's going to run it. Volunteers of America Mid-States was chosen to officially head up the project, which was touted as the city's main plan to help address homelessness. hoping to turn a city block in Smoketown into family housing, a medical facility, and more. The mayor's office told us in June that it wants to open at least one building by the end of this year, and that is not going to happen. The two groups say they aim to start construction in the second quarter of 2024, but wouldn't give a firm opening date.
We believe in the vision that the mayor is casting for all of us, and I believe we're about to do something that is truly remarkable together. BOA's commitment to this project is to be accountable for getting results for our community.
There you have it today. As the city said, VOA was chosen in part because of its work at the Unity House Shelter, which has been open for 40 years. The program hopes that 85% of people who exit this program will have permanent affordable housing and that 75% will also have a stable income. And happening tonight, a new special taxing district will supply money to help a local developer build the giant One Park project at Lexington and Grinstead. The full Metro Council approved the TIF plan tonight to help raise money. The project known as One Park is this planned high-rise development near Cherokee Park that would include hundreds of apartments, condos, and a hotel, including restaurants and shops. As part of the TIF agreement passed tonight, 15% of the 700 apartments must be affordable housing. And as we reported last week, the Jefferson Development Group could also get $114 million in tax dollars from the TIF over the next few decades. Supporters say that is exactly the project a TIF is designed for, while those opposed are concerned that there's not enough affordable housing in the units. Louisville Metro Council also approving a plan for the mayor's plan for the use of ARP money stripped from the Louisville Healthcare CEO Council. $40 million was originally allocated to the organization, but was rescinded after Metro Council member Anthony Piagentini was found guilty of ethics violations connected to that money's approval. The money will now go to projects like library renovations, park maintenance, and a technology training center in Louisville's Russell neighborhood. And Mayor Craig Greenberg is firing back tonight after an ethics complaint was filed against him. He's calling it frivolous and based on a childhood grudge. This complaint, which was filed by the former executive director of the Jefferson County Republican Party, Malcolm Haming, says the mayor hired his wife in violation of the ethics code and he gave unfair advantages to interns working at the Summer Works program. Today, Mayor Greenberg moved to dismiss the ethics complaint, saying the whole thing appears to stem from a childhood grudge.
Mr. Heyman, who filed this complaint, told the local newspaper that he filed this complaint because when he was on a childhood baseball team, the coach's son got to play second base, and he thinks he was a better second baseman. A coach on that team was Michael Britton, the executive director of Kentuckiana Works, which administers the Summer Works program.
The mayor's wife, Rachel, by the way, is not a paid employee by city government. Greenberg went on to say that he hopes this complaint does not have a, quote, chilling effect on people's willingness to serve in Metro government or its internship programs.